So many things I'm going through, so much that I wanna do. It's hard to become so clear to me. Tomorrow ain't really guaranteed. So many days I thought of you. It's about time you know the truth. Got to act quickly, open eye. Been falling in so many reasons why. Why don't we? Why don't we? Why don't we? Why don't we fall in love? Why don't we fall in love? So many reasons. Still nothing that matters. I just wanna let you know that you're the only one I never want to go. I never did know what to do. I never felt I was for you. I just wanna reach and every yes to my pride. Everything you do, I wanna feel again. Ain't no need for us to pretend why.
What is going on, entertainment? So time come to y'all with another video. We talking Baddies Aftershow. We talking Baddies Gone Wild and Baddies Africa and a little bit of Young and Reckless if you guys did watch. Okay. Really, no, we're not doing Young and Reckless today. We'll try to do that tomorrow with Dollhouse. We're not doing that tonight, y'all. Because I didn't get a chance to tune in. So I want to know what y'all talking about when y'all talking about it. Okay. Before I get started, make sure I hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you're not. The link is pinned if you do want to call in. Before I start taking calls, you guys, Tia Kemp, you guys, has some things to say about what Krishan has talked about her online, y'all. When I tell y'all I never laughed so hard, it was kind of funny. She said that Krishan looked like at I guess the Hollywood a lot awards, a turkey-based turkey that's full of antibiotics. She said her wire was big and back and big, okay? And then she also stated if she keeps talking about looks and stuff, she's gonna go there. All right, I would play it, but I don't know how YouTube gonna feel about it. She also said if Krishan wants to try to get her, she gonna end up 6 feet under, or may have to get surgical surgery for her face, reconstruction surgery for her face, y'all.
For fucking ones and put on some high heels and start walking like a man, bitch. But I'm gonna tell your ass like your mammy should tell you. Get your shit together, period. And if it's together, bitch, shut up, ho. Prove it. Shut the fuck up, ho. Nobody don't give a fuck about no big dirty chains, what you could go buy. You ride around in somebody else's cars and somebody else's shit. Who gives a fuck? You hoes around here eating all that Chick-fil-A and wings, bitch, because you can't cook, can't clean, don't do laundry, wear the same drawers and clothes every day that people give you online. Okay. Transferring of energy. You don't even know what the fuck you welcome them into your fucking house, putting that dirty, dusty shit on. Ooh. Every fucking day. Go buy you some shit. Have your own style. Trash bag bitches.
Oh my God. What about that Tia Kid? That Tia Kid gonna read, Krishan, you have barked up the wrong tree. You should have left that lady alone. Okay? Tia Kid been roasted since the 60s. So it's like, that's the wrong person to try that with. And she even telling y'all, I really feel like she has every right to say what she's saying now, because I don't think she went as hard as other people did. She ain't talking about your child, Krishan. Like, there's some people, they will talk about your child, Krishan. They talk about very deeply and nasty. So Tia was the wrong person to even clap back at, because all she said is keep your child off the internet so people don't talk about her, which I agree with.
You think I'm stunting a bitch running around here from studio to studio when I could sit in my house because mine grown and in college and I could smoke my shit and drink Don to the hoo-hoo-ho-ho right here in my Silk Road, bitch? We different. I done raised 3. And ain't shit wrong with them. They was all gifted. And my oldest son's friend shot him. A nigga he was calling his friend shot him. Not a nigga on the streets. Mine on bang bang, bitch. They work. Jobs. Yeah, that's your stupid ass running around talking about on people, them on crib, them on this.
Krishan, when you start saying on crib, that's what we need to know. Because Tia got a good point.
Clout chasing bitch, since that's what you like to call Calissa, clout chaser. Call your ass one, because you clout chasing me now. I said the fuck I said. I ain't got to speak on you no fucking more after this. Make sure y'all go get y'all Get It Girl waist shapers. The summer is here. Bitches around here look like burritos and shit. Bitch.
Sorry. Oh my God. Built like a burrito is crazy. Because we all know burritos are very much stuffed.
Listen. You see me, ho, I'm snatched. I'm 48 years old, bitch. I'm snatched.
Oh, no. We're not going to do all that now. Yeah, thank you. And that was the words from Tia Kemp. Okay? I'm Team Tia on this. I'm sorry. Okay? Now, Daisy, you guys, is really upset at Bahadi for leaking her address. Now, let's be technical here, Daisy. She did not leak your address. She leaked a picture of your address. There's a difference. But I get her being upset just about that in general. She said, at Bahadi, it's one thing to leak my number and have my blown up my phone. But it's another thing for you to leak my address and think it's cute. Now coming to my house, knocking on my door, damaging my property because of you. This is where my kids lay their head at. They can't even go outside and play because it's people talking about they're going to unalive them coming to my door. I got something for you. You just gave me the right to really hurt you. You ain't got no security or person that could do to save your ass. All bets are off. I don't care where I see you. Even if I got to come to Australia, I'll fight a kangaroo or two. Let me stop. Listen, Daisy, if you think you finna go to Australia and don't think you gonna have to fight a kangaroo or two, you are crazy, girl. You might have to fight a kangaroo or two. Jack gonna be waiting on you. Okay. I don't care where I see you, even if I gotta come to Australia. When it comes to the safety of my children, no one want no sorry either. Okay. Now, once again, I do feel like it was wrong for Bahadi to do that, but at the end of the day, Daisy, you cannot dictate disrespect. You ripped the girl hair out, and you bragging about it after the fact, after y'all done made up. So, I mean, come on, like it's just like, it is another thing too. How did she get your address and get your number? You don't know these girls from a can of paint. You should have gave that girl the moment you ripped that girl hair out. She should have never been able to access any of your personal information. That's how I feel. Like you should have gave her a text now number. Why did she have your legal number, girl? That's crazy. I can't even count on 5 fingers how much people got my address. Like, I don't do all that. Like, baby, that is crazy, Daisy. Literally. But I also will say too, Daisy, you be going live in front of your house. That's one, very idiotic to do. And then 2, that kind of is hypocritical of the picture of your house because we know what the front of your house look like because you be on live in front of your house. So make it make sense. Okay. Now, Scotland posted, a little video clip recently of him and the pep bar hanging out. And, this episode of Baddies to me was very interesting with this whole anxiety attack. I don't believe it. I think it has something to do, allegedly, with Lemmy Pepper. I feel like it was all a facade. They're hiding it, and they're trying to make it seem like she just had a random panic attack. And it had nothing to do with nothing. I don't know how much I believe that, but there's that. Now, we all saw Tinka make an appearance on this episode of Baddies. And recently her baby shower was had, and the Baddies did show out. We see Mariah Lynn, Sapphire, and of course Miss Nunn, godmother of them all, showed up. Okay. Hope you got her a good gift, Nat, because you're going to be spending cute coin on the baby. All right. Now, one last thing before I start taking callers. Y'all gonna have to stop being biased when it comes to these girls. I feel like this squabble was a hard tie. I feel like this was a hard tie between these two. Now, that's gonna be the big debate of the night, probably about who won the squabble between Tommy Baby and Dolly. I really feel like it was a hard tie. Both of them was punching. And y'all say, oh, Dolly left bloody, so did Tommy. Let's be fair now. A lot of y'all don't like Dolly, don't get me wrong. But both of them left bloody. Dolly nose leaking, mouth leaking, Tavi baby mouth leaking, forehead knots. Like, come on now. Like, y'all gotta be, watch what y'all watch. Don't just, oh my God, I hate this person. I'm just saying. All right, what is going on, my African queen?
Hey.
Baddies. You saw Miss National Hottie here in the trailer.
Oh
I mean,
Lord.
in my not trailer, in my intro.
I did see it. But I did like it too.
I had to take it off of Bahadi here. That was Bahadi in the intro. She
I
had
guess. She's still a baddie though, bald and all.
exactly.
She's still a
Now let's
baddie.
talk Africa. Okay.
Oh God.
Let's start on the bus. What did you think about that whole bus situation? Do you feel like the girls targeted Tavi baby?
No. And I was actually watching your recap on it. I do have to disagree on you disagree with you.
Okay.
I do think Tavy does pick and choose. I really sincerely
Mm.
do think she picks and chooses. Starting with not only with the Ivory thing, but before they had that food fight, Dolly got smart with Tavy. Tavy did not say anything back to Tavy. Tavy did not say anything back to Dolly, excuse me.
Mhm.
She just sat there and didn't. If that was anybody else, Tavy would have jumped up and started going off on him, in my opinion.
So you feel like she picked and choose with Dolly, and she picked and choose with Big Ivory.
Absolutely.
Okay. And how do you think in the argument between Lex and Tavi, who do you think was in the wrong in regards to movement? Like the hands, because Lex was doing a lot of the hands. Okay, she was talking with her outside hands. What did you think about all of that?
Um, I have to watch the episode again, but yeah, I would have to watch the episode again, but the whole hand movement thing,
Yes, Tavi did stand up first, Nicole. Yes, Tavi
she
did.
she did stand up. She did stand up. She did stand up first. And she should have never did that because I already knew. We all know that Tavy, to me, her hands not really lethal like that.
Mhm.
Um, but the whole hand, even the whole hand. Look how fast Tavy was so quick to jump on. Well, she didn't jump on. What's her face?
She hit Big Lex
Elsie.
first.
She did help. She did hit Big Lex first.
That's why I feel like she don't pick and choose, because she could have easily just argued with her and just back down. That's why I don't think she pick and choose. But hey, because if anything, if she were a real pick and chooser, she would not have fought no damn Big Lex, because Big Lex literally parked her. She parked Tavi. She parked her. She really did. She parked her right in, like literally all Tavi needed was a parking spot, and a car wouldn't have been able to go where Tavi was on that floor. But she redeemed herself with Dolly, though. She really did. She redeemed herself with Dolly, 100%.
she did. I just feel like she's so quick to pop off, like how she popped off on LCK. She swung on LCK she literally stood there and argued with Big Legs for
Okay.
like a few until she did her 1-2. But I still feel like Tavy picks and chooses, even when with the whole Russian cream thing. Like when
Mhm,
she came at Russian cream, she was like, "Oh, you didn't jump in." I don't like how people's coming at Russian cream with that, because at the same time, it's like
mhm.
we didn't see the off camera thing, right?
Right,
We didn't see the off camera thing.
right.
Um,
So, okay, let me ask you this. Should, because that was Rolly's whole thing. She kept saying, oh, Russian Cream should have jumped in. LCK from Zimbabwe should have jumped in. Like, do you think LCK should have jumped in?
no, for what? They stopped being friends.
That's what I thought so too.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, why are y'all expecting LCK to jump into that after they won they fought and they stopped being cool?
Mhm.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's because Baddies now has merged to now being Survivor. You have to have an alliance, okay? You
Right.
have to have a
You
fighting
have to have an
spirit.
alliance, but how long do y'all know each other to be fighting for each other like that? Like, LCK and Russian Cream owe her nothing. And I
Oh,
would have
God.
popped Rolly for even coming up to me like that. Like, first of all, B, I don't even like you. So you coming up to me telling me I need to be doing this, you're
LC,
irrelevant.
Rolly said, I don't see a place for you here. LCK said, I don't even see out of my left eye. I can't even see out of my left eye because Dolly punched me. Okay. Now, do you think, because I said in my recap, I think Rolly should have jumped in, because you have all this onus of who should have jumped in. You're calling Tavi baby by her government name,
Right,
Octavia.
Octavia, right.
You doxing the girl. I didn't even know that was her government name. I'm gonna start calling her that now. Octavia. What's the tea, Octavia?
Oh my god.
When the next movie coming out? Now, what were
um
your thoughts on this whole situation when they got outside the thing with Tavi versus Dolly? Who do you think took the W?
they was both swinging. So I agree with you. Like, it looked like a tie to me,
It looked like
but
a
I
hard fight.
think it looked like a tie to me because they was
Anybody who
both
says different to
swinging.
me just saying Dolly lost because they don't like her.
Of course, yeah, it's because I don't like Dolly, but I can't be biased. Like, it
Thank
looked like a
you.
tie.
Because Dolly was even uppercutting, even when she swung her around, Dolly was the uppercut. But then Tavi kept swinging. So it's like,
And her face looked crazy, just like
both of their faces look
both of
crazy.
their faces look crazy.
One had an ice pack on the nose, and Dolly, of course, had a bandage, because it wouldn't be Dolly if she wasn't broken.
Right,
Like,
basic, yes. Basically, like they what? But I think Lex most definitely tore Tavy. Like she
Mm,
tore her.
yeah,
She tore.
definitely. I think so too. Now let's talk Shoka Brown and DTB. Okay, you disrespect me. You don't give me my apology, Diamond. You need to give me my apology. What do you think about their scuffles that they had outside? Because by the end of the fight, Choco Brown couldn't see.
Oh God. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't blame Choco for one. Like her eye was shut and it was shut. Like I don't blame her for wanting to keep fighting Diamond. I really don't.
Mm.
I don't.
Me either. I feel like it's only fair. Now, this whole argument with the glam, were you as shocked as I was to find out none of the newbies had glam? Like they really put the girls through the ringer last season.
I was surprised that they none of them had glam last season. I thought they all supposed to get glammed.
That's what I thought. And it's the way Natalie put it as if it was an okay thing. I'm like, wow, Natalie, like, way to look out for your baddies. Like, wow, like you just, that's why they casted Dolly last season. She was a baddie and a hairstylist.
Right? Yeah, I see because she was. Oh, that explains why she was doing Summer's
Yeah,
hair.
that's why she kept doing summer hair. She did, not only she did summer hair, she did ivory hair too. She did ivory hair. She would do summer hair. I believe she would do not I think Emma before they probably fell out. But yeah, she did a lot of the girls' hair last season, so that explains it now a lot.
It
Now you should
does.
be ashamed of yourself.
But that's petty though. Like they should all get glam. Like that doesn't make any type of sense. I don't think that's fair neither.
Yeah, I don't think it is. So the whole argument with the OGs going first and all that hoopla, what do you think about that? Do you feel like Dolly was hating on
Yes, Dolly is a hater. Like, yo, that's why I said the last time I called in, like, Dolly serves no purpose on the show. She's weird. Like, why is
mm,
she there? I don't care. Like, I'm very fair, but it's like she's a hater. Like, did you see that clip about what Tavy has said?
yes, I saw that when she
You
said
saw that?
"Your
Like,
mom is
who
pretty
says
dark."
that?
That yeah, that's very weird.
It's
That's
weird and
very
it shows that you're insecure too. Like,
weird.
why are you saying that?
Mm.
You're a weirdo.
Now, also in the episode, we also had the talent show, right? Black bitch. I'm a black bitch. He's a black bitch.
I
We
thought
black
Choco was gonna
bitch.
get backlash for that. I thought she was gonna get backlash. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I didn't think that because she's saying bad black bitch, like she's saying the black bitch is bad.
Right,
But
right,
then somebody can say, oh, you trying to say she black as hell.
right, right.
So I could go like either way. So I see what you're saying. Who do you think did the best and deserves the 5K?
um, let's see. I don't know. We haven't seen all the talents yet, have we? Did
I think that was
everybody
all of
go?
them.
That
I
was
think
all
that
of
was,
them.
yeah, I don't think LCK is getting up there and do what else LCK gonna do a mime.
Her makeup looked like my makeup.
They're gonna be like LCK. They're gonna say they're gonna play Find the Mime and she gonna come. I play too much. Okay. But no, I think that was it. I don't think any of the girls are gonna go.
um,
So who do you think should win?
I don't think none of them should win. Like it just gave like for DTB was petty singing over what's her face KK. She
Yeah.
was, but I don't think nobody really. If anything, maybe Choco Brown or DTB, but I don't. It didn't really impress me for
Mm.
anybody.
I would give it only to DTB because it was different. Like she thought of doing spoken
Right.
word over her rap instead of just rapping. Rolly, you should have rapped because it's like
Right, cause
you're
right, Rolly
telling
can actually rap. Like, what type of talent? I mean, yes, so maybe a lot of women don't have a gag reflex, but come on now, like, I'm not impressed by that.
but she did what she does best, eating.
Yeah, cause she big as hell. So you right.
Now we saw Tinka appear on the FaceTime.
Oh,
Are you looking forward to Tinka's return to Baddies?
absolutely not. I could care less about a Tinkerbell. a toothless belle. She's annoying.
She was a fairy. Yeah. On MCK Daddy. She
She want to
girly.
be back on Baddies so bad. Like,
I
what
find
was
it a
the
little
point of
bad.
y'all calling
I'm not gonna
her?
lie. I'm sorry. Like I know baddies pay well and all, but it's like, girl, like you could still want to be back, but not like it's like the military. Like you feel me? It's like she want to enlist so bad. Like Trump need to send her back to the. We need to put her in the forces.
Exactly.
We need your services elsewhere, to God. Okay,
She's
we
not
still at war
needed
with
on the show.
Iran.
I mean, she's funny. Like, she has her funny moments. Like, but she's not needed and she's not missed, in my opinion.
Okay.
She can stay
Now,
in Philly.
okay. Now, what'd you think of Baddies Gone Wild? Episode.
Okay, I've never watched a reality TV show where I hate majority of the cast.
Same.
Oh my
I don't hate them, but
god.
they just irritate me. A
They're
lot of them.
irritating and they're whack. Cupcake is another Z from BGC 16. Serious. People want to keep saying, "Oh, she's smiley too." No, she's a Z. Like wants
And
to fit in, and they don't like you,
yeah,
ma'am. Move around, or
that's Z
sir, like
100%.
move around. Like say no. I'm gonna say it like move around, ma'am, sir. Like whatever you are, like I don't care.
But she goes by Cupcake. That's too much. I'm
I
playing.
guess.
I know. I talked about it before, so I'm trolling you. Now, what did you think about, Bahadi saying she want to get to know most of the girls? Were you surprised they were kind of peaceful this episode for the most part? Because I was
No,
kind
but I kind of understand. Imagine you going to work every day and you're fighting your coworkers and you
of,
know absolutely nothing about them. I don't blame her for saying that because I don't know y'all like and the reason why she really don't know a lot is because you don't have a genuine problem with this girl.
right.
Y'all are just hopping on the bandwagon. I don't like TT. I don't like Emery. I don't like Cupcake. I don't like who else I don't like. I don't like Rella G. Damn sure don't like Rella G's. I don't like her. Like she's just there.
What do you feel about her and Erica's beef? Do you feel like, because she called her out recently for I guess watching her stories. What do you think about their whole beef situation? Do you think Relly G regrets it because now she can't work with Chris Breezy,
She's
baby?
possibly regretting that ish low key, in my opinion. Like you should have never beef with this girl. This girl's Erica Raven is supposedly like in the industry, right?
Yes.
Right. So she's
Oh,
possibly
wow.
low key regretting it. And
Yeah.
man, why are you watching your op story? I would never watch my
At
op
least do it
story.
on a spam page.
I'm not
How you gonna do
watching.
it on your regular page? That's so
Right. Why would you
stupid.
do that? I would call you a fan too at this point. Like, why would you why you do that? Like, come on now. Hit
You
her
ain't
with
gotta
the
hit
why
her with
you
the why
do
would you
that.
do that?
Yes, hit her with
Oh Lord.
that.
You initiated it. I got to do it.
Now I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this. That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because why you do that? Why I do what?
Why you do that?
Like, why would you do that? You clown.
Damn it, man. Now, is Bahadi still your number one contender for the 50K?
Absolutely. And she should be the only baddie getting that baddie's chain.
Yeah.
I don't care. Don't argue with me. Argue with your bald-headed granny B. Like, seriously.
Oh.
No, because she like, first of all, I want to say this. I think Bahati is when it comes to like reality TV has to be one of the baddest girls to ever do reality. Why?
Yeah.
Because for her to sit there and make that decision, like I'm just going to, because she could have did the Cassie Buzz, like
Yes.
just she could, because she would have looked good with
Put
that too.
extensions on the other side and just did a little, that would have been cut. But yeah.
She could have literally did that, but she chose in a quick. I don't know how many days it's been. I'm pretty sure it's been like a few hours. But for her to make that decision, because a lot of women, especially the women in there, they wouldn't do anything like that. They would put a wig on quick, but she didn't do that.
Right.
She's really a real life bad girl. Like, I wish she
Yeah.
was around for Bad Girls Club.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of those girls lost their hair. Maybe not to that extent, but a lot of those girls lost their pieces of hair. They would cry, like Sarah, BGC 11, when I think when Mimi she cried over that.
You make it pull your hair. You make it
Right.
pull your hair. You're not just not in the media. Remember she said that? She said, "You're just mad you're not in the media."
Right, you're not in the media.
What the hell Mimi doing nowadays? I want to know. But no, you're 100% right. There's a couple girls I wish was around like BGC era because like
Yes.
they would do well. That's what I
Shut
was
it
saying.
down.
They'll do
Like,
really well. Any final thoughts?
let's see. Coco Chanel, whatever, Kaka Chanel is a follower. They're literally. Did you hear what she said in the episode? Something about why didn't she get her lick back? Ma'am, why
Why?
didn't you get your lick back on Daisy? Your eye is still red. Shut up. Your eye is still red.
Did you
You
just tell her
sound
shut her
dumb.
eye? I'm sorry.
She was.
Shut the hell eye up.
Like, how stupid can you be? Like, you're whack. Like, majority of the cast on Baddies Gone Wild is whack. You're whack. Kaka is whack. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Everybody like, comment, subscribe, and
Period.
bye.
Thank you, Nate. What is going on, Nobi? I don't know if it's pronounced Nobi or Noobi.
You hear me?
Nobi?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Speak up just a little bit. Sounds a little low.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes, yes, yes.
Um,
All right,
it's,
let's
it's,
start off with
it's,
Baddies
it's
Africa. What do you think about the
Naomi.
episode?
It's Naomi, but my name is usually Virgo Baddie. I just changed my display name by accident.
Okay, bet. Let's start off with Baddies
Yeah,
Africa. What do you think of
but
the episode?
I only watched Baddies Africa. I haven't got to the rest of the shows yet.
Okay.
But all right, we're gonna start with Big Legs and Tavi baby fight.
Mhm.
And I feel like, all right, well, this opinion is going solely based off what I just see on the show.
Mhm.
I don't dislike or like anybody because I don't know these ladies.
Mhm.
But from what I've seen, I can say that Lex definitely started that. The energy that she came.
Mhm.
Here's my voice. I got a sore throat.
Mhm.
But the energy that she came with when she first came on a bus, it gave that she had to go for a storyline. And from
Mm.
watching the show, I can depict when Lex is starting for camera time in a storyline and when she's just
Mm.
genuinely saying something.
So you're saying what some of the girls have been saying, which basically
Yeah,
the producers be in Lex ear say, "Hey, you gotta,
I know that for
turn it up a
sure.
little bit."
You could tell when it's especially if you know reality TV and seeing behind the scenes, like you can tell when they're being produced and when they're not. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? And for
I
Lex to
agree.
have all that energy out of nowhere, like Tavi said, if you really, same thing for Dolly as well. I felt like Dolly probably wasn't gonna be on that as much as Lex, but
Mhm.
I felt like she still was. But Lex got the chance to do it before
Right.
her. But I do feel like Lex was doing that for a storyline purpose because, if she didn't start with Tavy Baby, there would have probably been no other issue with Lex in
Right.
those, you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that was a good, way to go about it to try and
And
start
someone
with
said
her.
last season, Jayla said Lex was production's pet too.
Yeah,
I
it
can see
gives that.
that.
You could tell. You could tell. Like out of nowhere, she's normal with you, and then the next few hours, she has a whole bunch of amped up energy towards you and so much to say. Like it didn't
Now,
make
what
sense.
did you think about the squabble on the bus? Because it was a very
Well,
tight space, and Tavi got jumped a little bit. What'd you think?
well, if I was Tavi, knowing that I would have punched Lex on the bus too because Lex she's slinky and long.
Mm,
So punching her up close could kind of work because her arms is long and she has
right,
to fight you at a distance. And
right,
Dolly jumping in, hitting Tavy for Lex, she didn't need to do that because Lex got her own. But
right.
I feel like Dolly Ben wanted to probably do that to her.
Yes. Because if you notice from the previous episode, Dolly don't really like Tavi like that. And it's kind of
Yeah,
obvious throughout the episodes. Like, well, she'll
yeah.
say something. She like, girl, wow, shut up. Like, she'll say something to her real quick.
Yeah,
So,
but that's Tavi for because Tavi is the one who want to be glazing her all up on her, like, yeah, baby, let me
mm,
sleep in your room, and knowing that girl probably really don't mess with you, like, you know what I'm saying?
right. Now, what are your thoughts on Rolly? Was very upset that Russian and LCK from Zimbabwe did not jump in. What do you think?
All right, my thoughts on that is I'm honestly, I don't get Rolly because she's a Virgo just like me, and I
Mhm.
mind my business. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I don't understand how she feels like she needs to tell another grown woman what they should do for
Mhm.
another grown woman, and not even only that fact. Russian Cream and Tavi, I hate when girls be like, "Oh, jump in for your friends." They have not been friends for real. These girls, these first of all, Russian Cream probably would never even hang out with Tavi baby in real life, and
Facts.
and the fact that you want LCK to also jump in for Tavi after Tavi just punched her in the face is insane. Because personally, me, I get it, cool. Tavi did help LCK, but she didn't really need like she did. LCK didn't ask for help. You get what I'm saying? She did that
Right.
for storyline, for her own camera time, for her own beneficial reasons. She didn't help LCK, meaning this is my friend and I need to help her. You know.
Right.
So it's like now you're put in a situation where it's like, oh, I need friends to help me because I'm getting jumped after you just punched your so-called friend in the face.
Right.
And then with Russian, that's not your friend either. Come
Now,
on.
when it came to Russian, I would see why Rolly would feel like, why didn't you help her? Because they were, from what we saw on the show, but like Russia kept saying stuff would happen off camera. But from
Right.
what we saw on the show, they were Cookie Crush girlfriends. So I could see
What's
how Rolly could say
Crush
that. Now, do
girlfriend?
you, I want to ask you this. Do you think that Rolly should have jumped in?
Yo, I never even thought about that. I've never even thought about that. Wow. Yes, actually, yes, now because she swears she loves Octavia so much.
Octavia!
she,
Octavia!
Octavia, she swears she loves Octavia so much.
Ooh, Miss
You know,
Spencer!
like right, that's her sister. So jump in
My
for your sister
sister!
instead of yelling at everybody else. Go jump for your sister. Like I don't. She was
Someone
just
said,
saying.
Pierre, you know Rolly can't jump on no bus. Listen,
Well,
Rolly has surprised
um,
us before.
she better pigeon hop her way, cause shit, I ain't gonna lie. Her yelling at everybody for not jumping in after just making her case or how much she love Octavia. If I was Russian Cream, I would be like, girl, why don't you jump in? Like
Right.
that's the
I
heck
don't even
you
call
yelling
her
at me.
Octavia. No, if she did that, Rolly would have sought Russia for that. She'd have been like,
Yo,
what? Bow.
when
Yeah, she
when
would have sought
Russian
her.
and Tavy was in the room talking, having a conversation about why she didn't help, I swear I thought Tavy was about to punch her.
Yes. You know what I thought? I thought she was going to take the ice and slap her with it.
Or something.
The last time we seen that was on South Central Baddies, and she literally looked like a swollen,
Oh, I
like
remember. I remember.
China
He threw the
got
ice.
out of there looking like a swollen damn bee. It was really bad. Now, what are your
Ice hurt.
thoughts on Tavi versus Dolly? Because the girls are saying Dolly got tore. I think it was a tie.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like it's a tie. I feel like they both got their hits in for sure. Like, and plus, Tavy already done fought the Jolly Green Giant already,
Oh
umpteenth
yes,
times.
Lex up. Lex,
Umpteenth
Lex,
times.
you
So,
got to hit with a weapon. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm sorry.
yo, I'm telling you,
You
bro.
see this? The battery pack.
Yo,
It's gonna have to
Plymouth
come
battery
back to
pack.
work.
And it would have had Lex's name on it, cause no.
Cause damn, like she literally, you know what's crazy with Lex? It's like she
Yeah.
gets a joy out of punches. She be like, she get happy. I'm like, how are you happy in a fight? You're supposed to be mad.
Because she's an athlete, it's like she's playing sports.
Like she's happy to punch. I'm like, damn. Okay, now what are your thoughts on this whole makeup situation? Like, do you feel like the OG should go first when it comes to getting glam? Or are you surprised that they didn't get glam last season?
I mean, wait. They said they didn't get glam back. Oh yeah, they did say that,
Yes.
but
Natalie
I,
said the newbies didn't
I
get
don't
glam
notice.
last season.
I don't notice because whether they get glam or not, they still be looking crazy sometimes. So I really don't be noticing, to be honest, if glam did it or not. Because sometimes they look good, sometimes they don't. And the
Mm.
fact that the girl, first of all, Dolly is, I ain't gonna lie, I like Dolly. I've
Mhm,
always liked the Dolly. I love my
mhm,
dark skin girlies. But
mhm.
it's like I can tell that she don't know how to differentiate difference.
Differentiate. I
Yes,
got you.
differentiate the difference between TV
Mhm.
and real life. And she keeps combining the two.
Mm.
And she's putting real life with TV and acting like she has real life beef on TV, and it's becoming like she's looking like a hater, but she does not know how to just be on some TV stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
because
coming
throwing the
off.
can off camera and stuff, you could tell like a lot of the girls they'll do stuff like only on camera. She's one of them that like it's on and off. She'll do this like the same thing.
Right. So it's, I feel like it's like with her, since she really probably don't like them or got beef with them, it's like she's not separating the two with the TV, and it's like since now it's like, oh, since now I don't like you and we got beef, now I don't like you on and off TV. So it's like I feel like
Mm.
she's ODing now with it, since she is like she's making it like real life beef. You know what I'm saying? Because she
Right.
really. So I feel like since that fact, yeah, if you really don't like somebody or got beef with them, and you're gonna do little petty stuff like she's doing, and I feel like that's really hater stuff because
Mhm.
Dolly, you know how to do your hair. You've done other people's hair, all of that. Like,
Right.
you get what I'm saying? You 30 some years old. You could have at least been like, all right, you know what? Let me just go do my hair. I know I can do my own hair. I'm gonna let these girls have it. They not even getting a wig done.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? They
Child,
ain't
they
getting
said they was giving
ponytails.
K Rican and Cold Killer ponytails.
Yeah. So like, come on, really? You not even let them girls have their
They
little
can't even get a
ponytails?
bust down. Like that's crazy. A ponytail go crazy. Like
They
damn.
look cute too, though, with their
It did look
ponies.
yeah. It looked cute.
Yeah, but still, like, you could have even let them have their little ponytails, bro. Come on. And then, like, she probably still gonna end up having to do her own hair and makeup regardless.
Right. Now let's talk about the talent show. Who won the talent show, in your opinion?
I'm gonna be a little biased because I don't know. None of that really wowed me. But Diamond,
Okay.
she had me crying. She had me weak. I was crying.
With the
So
poetry.
definitely,
Were you
that was
surprised Billy didn't
creative.
do rap for her talent?
I'd say. I feel like you know what I wish I actually wish she would have danced.
Oh, that would be good.
I
Yeah,
wish
that
she
would
would
be
have sucked
good.
up Big Debbie cakes.
That would have been good.
Or not her, Karikin.
K Rock on. Oh
Karikin.
yeah. But Rick is what she I couldn't understand what she was saying.
Right. But she was lit. I loved it. I liked the energy.
Right. Now Cold
I,
Killer had uh whatchamacallit. She had a lot of energy.
yeah,
So say
word.
what you want, she had a lot of
She
energy.
turned into a YN though. You would have thought she had a chopper in her
Yeah.
hand and she was performing for YNs. Like, she's really a YN.
No, Cold Killer really is a YN though, for real,
No,
for real.
really though.
She's a YN at heart, like dead
You
ass.
see Asian doll, I think it's Instagram name or Twitter name is like YN Asian doll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the
No,
way,
Cold
Asian
Killer
dog,
name need to be
you
YN.
keep
Cold Killer
talking about
hoe.
Cold Killer, but she's on Baddies and you're not. You're pregnant though, so you know. But it's
Yeah.
like it's giving jealousy and envy.
No, for real. It's giving jealousy. It's giving hate.
Envy. Speaking of that, make sure y'all hit that like button, please. That just reminded me. It's giving jealousy and envy. And I hit that like button.
You was jealous. That's jealousy. That's hate. That's ugliness, bitch.
Okay.
Final thoughts. Final
What do you
thoughts.
think about Miss Tinka making that appearance at the end? Are you excited for Tinka's return?
I like Tinker low key. She's good TV, man. I like females that got personality. Like,
Okay.
you could be annoying, cool, all that. Like, I don't know you, so I don't really
Mhm.
care that much. It's not being annoying to me, so I don't
Right.
care. But I feel like she's good TV, low key, yeah. And I feel like Tinker could stir up some stuff, low key, maybe.
Okay. Any final thoughts on this episode?
The episode I would rate it 1 through 10. I rated about a 7.5.
I give it a
Yeah,
9. It was entertaining, very entertaining,
yeah,
and
I'm
it's not
9.
because of the
You
fighting.
right.
It's because like I hate when Zeus drags one scene out the whole episode. That's one of the worst things I hate when Zeus does. And this episode
Yeah,
had
you're
most
right
of the
about that.
stuff, and I like that. Like we had the bus stuff, we had the beginning, We had
Yeah,
off the
I'll
book.
give
We
it.
had the
I'll give it a
rooms. We
9.
had
You're
the
right.
makeup stuff. We had the talent show. Like I like that. It gives like a whole like
Yes, you're
production
right. You're
versus
right. I
one
didn't think
big
about
fight
all those
scene for the whole
factors.
episode.
Yeah, I definitely did think about all those factors. You're definitely right. It
Yeah.
definitely was. So yeah, I'll rate it about a 9. I
Mhm.
feel like Russian should have, you know, stood up for herself a little bit more this episode. I feel like she got
Mm.
punked a little bit by Tavy.
Should Russian go to the cabaret?
I feel, you know what's so funny? I've been thinking that I'm like, yo, this girl do not need to be on. She needs to be like
She doesn't
cabaret.
belong.
Her fighting skills and everything fits cabaret girlies.
Yes. What's crazy is she was at one of the auditions. A lot of the fans clocked her at, I think it was Texas. She was at the audition shaking shaking the tussie,
Yeah,
but
she
Jocelyn didn't
fits
pick
cabaret
her.
aesthetic.
Not at the audition. She was at the party, the same party that they casted Rose and Hennessy. She was one of the girls that could have got casted, but unfortunately, she was not picked. Oh yes,
and Natalie still casted her on Baddies.
that's what I said. I don't think Natalie knew. Had Natalie found that out, she would not have been on the show. I can guarantee you that.
And if Natalie did put on the show, then she probably would have gave her hell.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're not coming back now that she knows. Sorry, Russian.
Period. But
Thank
wait,
you for calling
actually,
in.
one more thing. Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait,
What?
on Twitch. Are you live on Twitch right now?
Yeah, I'm live on Twitch right now.
All right, I'm about to go over to Twitch and watch it.
Period. Thank you. All
right.
you.
Good night.
I
Later,
love our
Peter.
entertainers. Make sure y'all go over there on Twitch if you're already not. I'm gonna start being back full time on there. Starting this week. It was a lot going on this week, so it's like I wasn't able to go on at all. I'm talking about a funeral and some mo-ish, y'all. Oh, so I couldn't go. Okay. All right, what is going on? Jalen,
yes, you got it. Yay.
Related to Byron.
Something like that.
Let's start with Baddies Africa. What you think of the episode?
You know, I prefer this episode to some of the previous episodes.
Mm-hmm.
There was a couple of things that stood out to me. I want to still love Rolly so bad from One More Chance on up, but then she would just be doing shit that be like, girl, oh, sorry, she'd be doing stuff that be like, girl, come on now, I'm trying to hang with you. Like, why? I'm glad somebody already said it. I don't want to say all the stuff that everybody already said, but LCK just got punched in the face by Tavi for being funny style with the girls that she went. And it was funny stuff. Like, come on now. It was a whole lot of self bringing it on and
LCK jumping in a Dolly and a lace spike. She's asking for a murder.
Man, I don't even want to say that would be entertaining. I don't think I'd be.
That would be torture.
Yeah.
The way they would take LCK and ring her through that house, I don't think she would be able to handle it.
It wouldn't be right in so many ways. But you know, with Tavi, the thing with Tavi for me is in the beginning, I'm like, okay, she's kind of just there. Then I'm like, I feel like I want to like her, but I don't know, something's just like not clicking for me. I didn't see her getting the chain thing coming. I didn't see that happening. But also one thing I will say I noticed about Tavi though, because people are like, oh, she's picky choosy. I don't think so. What I've noticed almost every time when Tavi is being confronted or in a confrontational situation, you can tell she's really, really fighting to restrain herself.
Yeah,
you could tell she doesn't want to have to do it to nobody a lot of the time. Now, when she's upset, like with Russian Cream, I'm just now starting to learn the difference between all 17 of the fair-skinned, looser textured girlies, because it's giving similarities. But Russian Cream, I believe, the one who looks like an actress I've seen somewhere before.
Right.
Even with that, like even when she went downstairs to talk to the girls in the first place, she was so like you could tell she was really tense and hyped up, and she's not trying to come off as aggressive, but you're coming off as mad aggressive, so they're automatically gonna get on the defensive because
Brooklyn, son.
Yeah, well, that Brooklyn aggression is why people feel like they can't just talk to you. Even though you can tell she's actually trying to just talk, she's so tense and she's so tight and she's so, that it's not, even with all that restraint, it's not enough restraint. Girl, you need to hit a draw of some Mary Jane and have a hot cup of tea before you go talk to people. Because
I know what Tavi baby needs. Tavi baby needs some Alizé. She drink Alizé.
Well, she needs something. I'm sure there is a herbal concoction that will be perfect for that girl and her nerves. She needs to like relax a bit. And it's okay because it doesn't have to be that. But even with Russian cream, like first of all, and that's another reason I'll be frustrated with Rolly because you was picking at that girl and I still don't really know why. But
Mm.
with Russian cream, you could tell like she's like I think to me, she made the most sense. Like, girl, you're turned up right now. I don't want to talk to you if I can't talk. And I already just went through this shit with Rolly where y'all won't let me speak. You think you could just come bark at me, tell me whatever it is you want to say, and I'm supposed to what? Just shut up and take it? Absolutely not. And then when Tavi put her hand, like tried to grab her, you could tell Tavi caught herself. She was like, snap. I'm like, I'm really, really not trying to do that. But girl, you're not calm enough to have this conversation. Go sleep it off. Talk to her over breakfast. And then be willing to
Mm.
listen because you can't say I want to have a conversation, but you don't want to hear nothing the other person got to say. And if you're moving funny, like I would have been confused too. Like, girl,
This
off
Tavi baby
camera,
move like a snake, like the song. Move like a snake.
exactly. If off camera you're over here mumbling and cackling with people and stuff, I think that's weird because it's like we not supposed to be cool with them. We fought them or whatever, or I got my beats and stuff. I'm not. I won't feel as compelled because, like she said, I don't know where you're standing with it. You
Mm.
know, I don't know where you stand, and it's not fair to expect me to jump in for you. And then also with Russian Cream, who literally had a brace on in the episode. You know, I don't recall Tavi having Russian creams back on camera on anything I've seen. So to
Right.
have this grand expectation that she's supposed to, first off, I'm 5'10" myself, okay? I, played my fair share of ball or whatever. I know them kind of girls,
You know
I
the
want
Tavi
them.
babies.
No, I know the Tavi babies and I know the big Lexies, okay? And my thing is like Lex she got the reach. Tavi was like, I can't even get in close enough to do what I'm trying to do. She got the reach.
Lex will hit you from 10 feet apart.
She will. Lex will open the front door from the back seat.
Right.
Which is fine. It's
No,
fine.
Lex,
But
listen, Lex could open her front door with her feet.
But even with Lex, because with Lex is another one where it's like I want to like you, but then you do certain things, and I'm like, girl, because
Mm.
Lex, what were you coming for Tavi for? And especially if Tavi's like, Tavi seemed confused when Lex was even coming at her, like, girl, what? And you
Yeah.
could tell Tavi was like confused until she said, I feel like you're ducking smoke. And Tavi was like, from who? And then Lex was
Now,
like,
do
from
you
me.
believe that she ducking smoke? Does she
And
pick and
Tavi's like, I
choose?
didn't have no beef with you. I thought we was cool. Like, what do you mean I'm ducking smoke with you for what? And that's what I was saying. Like, ducking smoke for what? Lex, like, what's your actual problem with Tavi?
Do
I
you think
like
she pick
Tavi.
and choose though?
I think Lex is picking and choosing. I don't think Tavi's picking and choosing. Even when Tavi was at that table and she got cracked with the purse or whatever, again, the acts of restraint. You could she don't she be trying not to take it there and they keep poking a bear. And I'm a big girly too. I've always gone out of my way to try and be as like not docile but as reserved as possible because there are plenty of especially little girlies, short queens and all of that who think I got a little Napoleon complex and I want to take on the big guy, because either A, someone's always going to jump in to save me, or B, no matter what, I'm the little guy in the situation. So,
Right.
like I said, I'm built like Scotty, and I'm like right in between Scotty and Big Lex. So I already know when them little ones, with them Animax and them little tiny girlies and stuff, and the one
So
with
you got a size 14
the
shoe.
I have a size 11 shoe.
Ah.
I have a size 11 shoe. But when they pick at you and pick at you and pick at you and pick at you, and then the second you finally wring somebody's neck after taking a whole bunch of abuse, oh, you're a bully. Oh, I'm little. No. You keep all that little shit or stuff where you left it. You pick it up where you dropped it off at. Because you can only be so little and so this and so that. Like Ivory in the last episode, I'm like, Ivory, she's another one. It's like, I did not like her. And just when I start to like her, she do stuff. I'm like, nah, bro. But I do think I was watching, waiting for Tavi to crack Ivory. I was watching, waiting for Tavi to crack Ivory. And I'm like, why? But Tavi likes those girls She likes those girls. She doesn't want to have to fight those girls, you know? So people are like, oh, she's picking and choosing, as in maybe she's scared. I don't think it's that. I think it's like, no, I'm cool with you. I don't even have no issues with you. And I don't want to fight you behind someone else.
Now, I will say that's the only thing I feel like she picked and choose with, because she should have got Ivory. I'm
That
sorry.
would have been
Ivory was
very much so justified. And honestly, I would have appreciated seeing that. I would have appreciated the interactions. But seeing Tommy against Big Legs, I wanted Tommy to get her so bad. I did. And not because I just hate Legs, but because in the situation I felt like Tommy was justified, because Legs, like, this ain't about you. I had no issue with you, and you're pressing me about another person who I should have been fighting in the first place. It's like, it's just weird. Like, Lex inserting herself in that situation was just all around weird, you know? But Dolly,
Now, what are your thoughts on Dolly versus Tavi? Do you think it was a tie or what?
I definitely think that they were both getting in there. I know my reaction when Dolly backed up and her whole face was bloody. I was like, dang. But then I was like, but Dolly was definitely landing some in there. So I'm like, I need to see what Tavi's face looks like. And Tavi, she got a couple of blows too. I do think Tavi, got over on Dolly a bit, but it was a good match. I think it was a good match. I think it was a tie. But also, I think Lex threw Tavi off. She fought Lex. She fought Big Lex twice. Twice before fighting Dolly. I want to know what it would have been like if her and Dolly would have had a fair head up before the Lex interactions.
Then I think she would.
And honestly, with this episode and this last one, I'm kind of glad Summer wasn't there, just because it would have been three of them jumping. Like, Dolly and Summer can never let somebody just get they ones off. They can't, So imagine if Summer was on the bus too. Dolly going for the chain, Lex going for the getting it while the getting's good, and Summer finding some way.
Summer ass, she would have ended up taking Tavi's earrings.
Something. So I do miss Summer a little bit, because she's another one where it's like, I started off really liking you, but then you do stuff that's like, girl, but then it's like, okay, but I still kind of that annoyingness that Summer has reminds me of my little sister. So this is like, oh, I hate that I love your ridiculous behind. But Rolly, girl, I like that you're not all up in there in the paint like that this season. I like the role that you've been taking, etc. But also, I don't like how you've been mixing stuff up. I don't like how you mix stuff up with Elsie. I don't like how you picked that Russian cream. I don't like how you're coming at Cream and Elsie behind a girl who was too busy trying to prove a point of Kathleen and Kim with girlies who they were all against in the first place. And when Elsie Kay was like, it's not about Cold Killer, like Cold Killer wasn't the point, I wish she could have articulated it better, because I know what she meant. She meant, I'm not mad specifically that you dapped up Cold Killer. I'm mad that you're mumbling and cackling with girlies that we got beef with, and then you're going to end up having to fight them girls again on your own for the same thing that you were defending in the first place, that you punched me in my face for. I'm here actually trying to, be friends, get to know each other, etc. with you, and you're over there trying to be buddy with girlies who want nothing to do with you. You punched me in my face behind them girls that you punched in their face behind me. Girl, what?
Yeah, I think the problem with Tavi, is she wants to be in the in crowd too bad. That's a big problem.
Yeah,
Now, what are your thoughts on this whole talent show? Who do you think won?
I'm going to say DTV, because DTV is an entertainer. And even though none of them really gave like what needs to be gave like really talent show, because I'm an entertainer myself, Janae. So I know something about performing arts, music, all of that stuff, and putting on a show. Like, I pride myself, I'm known here in Belize for putting on a show. So You tell me talent show, I'm literally dancing with fire. Literally,
Right. Now, did you watch Gone Wild?
I did watch Gone Wild.
What do you think about Bahadi shaving of the bald head?
First of all, the face card over the climax. And when she jumped out, at first I thought it was like a CGI kind of thing. When I seen the cover, the thumbnail for the episode, and it was wearing that Wakanda Forever suit, I said, now, is this one of Inverter's little thumbnails and stuff where he comes in with the suitcase bobbing behind and stuff. Like, who put her in this suit? She really jumped in there in that suit. And I'm like, Bahadi, that's the shit I would have did. That's the stuff I would have did, girl. I'm here for it. Still beautiful. I'm really, really upset because Daisy, I wanted to like Daisy, but Daisy tripping on Bahadi like that. I'm like, girl, Daisy, she just so adorable. Every time she smiles, she got that little cutie pie smile. Like, oh, you just want to pinch her cheeks, you know? But then she go around and you too busy trying to run.
She's from Rochester.
Yeah, and she is kind of running the house a little bit. I will say that. But for you to, with these girlies, come on now. And with Bahadi, I feel like, yeah, Daisy was just out for all of that. But Bahadi shaving her head and stuff, it's just giving real baddie gone wild material. It's just give Bahadi her own show, But Daisy saying that she made Bahadi and the only reason why Bahadi got to shine, that's ridiculous. Because just like last season of Baddies Midwest, where they made it about Summer by just like picking at her and then her just shining from there. It's the same thing with Bahadi. If I recall correctly, in the beginning of the season, Bahadi was minding her own business. They started picking at her about her wig and stuff. And they thought they was just going to play her. And we were all already rooting for Bahadi. Before Daisy ever cracked Coco, we were rooting for Bahadi.
Because she was the only baddie from Australia.
Yeah, but she was also one of the only baddies, And she was doing it up. And then Daisy actually got shine off of Bahadi because nobody was worried about Daisy until she jumped on Coco for jumping Bahadi. Coco is a slick chick. Coco is a slick, messy chick. Every time she jump in the confessional behind some stuff where she wrong is 2 lessons, I get mad. I'm like, how is nobody clocking this girl? Daisy over here talking about, oh, my girl Coco, when Coco is the whole reason that you got beef with Bahadi. Coco literally sat there, and while Bahadi was like, that's not actually what happened, Coco was like, well, it's the same thing, And Bahadi's like, no, it's not the same thing. There's a difference between me saying how I felt about something and me saying someone else said such and such. Right. She just sitting there stirring the pot and not getting cracked enough. She knew she was wrong for going and opening up the door and that room and stuff too. Coco be doing stuff and she be just wrong and
she said all that, she coming back for next season, so y'all gonna stay mad.
Man, and my thing is like, did you get your lick back for your eye yet? That's what I want to know. Because you can't sit in the confessional talking about, oh, you rip out my hair, I still want to fight. And you over here, you went and immediately found ways to annex the girl who you jumped on, who you had no business jumping on in the first place, that got you licked in the first place with the eye. And you said, well, honestly, I don't want to be on the other end of the host's hands again. So I'm going to make my enemy my friend. And I'm going to separate my enemy from my initial enemy.
Strategic game, and I see it.
Man, and I can't stand it. And I can't stand that she ain't been clocked about it. And
they're clocking her now online, but now it sucks because of the whole address and the phone number.
Oh my God!
Mad at Bahadi, so it's like she's still not gonna get in this bad spot.
Man, but also you said that Daisy be posting up in front of her house and stuff. Like, did Bahadi confess to leaking the info? I don't know if I.
No, she didn't. Like, it was all on. Like, she posted on her social media.
Oh,
but the problem is she posted a picture of the home, and so, but. The whole thing is dumb because you really go live in front of your house, so it's like, come on.
Yeah, well,
I even know the color. Before Bahadi posted that, I know the color of Daisy's house.
See,
because I was seeing her live in front of her house.
Honestly, I'm a single mom myself, and I have my own social media stuff and all that stuff going on. I don't be scrolling like that. Sometimes I catch these girly stuff, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I follow all of that. I keep up with. I don't. It's not that deep to me. I got my own content to get through, But I will say this, I catch bits and pieces. Like, I watch you and like 1 or 2 other people, so I catch the bits and pieces. I get the recaps. I don't got time to be following everybody's stories for myself. That's what we appreciate. We use it.
Who do you think deserves the 50K to the end and then finally?
Well, we already know. Do you want to know who will be a close, like a second or a third?
Right,
because I feel like behind Bahadi, of course, she's already got it in the bag. I don't know what she could possibly do to lose the momentum she has this far. But I definitely think a lot of people are rooting for Erica. I don't know if she makes it to the end, but Erica gives good sense and real baddie, and sometimes that vibe is refreshing and people like that. Especially with her being picked on the way she was too. Everyone loves the underdog. Rella G's had no reason to keep pressing somebody who said, I don't want to fight. And then you want to get mad when you get cracked, when you insisted on the issue. And then now you got a whole bunch of other people jump in. It's giving a little, people say she has her own cloud emotion or whatever. It's giving a little bit of hateration, just a little bit, you know? So I think maybe Erica and Daisy, because Daisy has been running the house, doing her thing. He does have some likable qualities, even though I feel like her too busy trying to be Michelle, chummy, and all that kind of stuff with these other girlies kind of got her mixed up on the wrong side of the 14 versus 2 situation going on. You know, I liked it better when it was a bit more broken up. Like you did have a handful of girls on Nonsense, but you had like Daisy and Bahadi and Oxy in their own little thing, and then you had the Janellis and the Shay. And this is another one where all of the 50 shades of culture or racially ambiguous comes in, because distinguishing between these girls, especially the way they be flashing through scenes, I don't know who's TT, who's Hurricane M, who's Tati, who's Janelle, who's Shay, who's the other one that's always with Shay, because they both be wearing their hair out and stuff. Can we get a little? And then even with the chocolate girlies, like in a flash, it's hard to distinguish between Coco and Daisy and even Bahadi sometimes because of the builds and the similarities and stuff. Coco do be cute. I just wish someone would have got that other eye, because I don't like the fact that she's so messy.
Right. I'm gonna have to take other calls. Thank you so much for calling.
Okay, thank you so much for having me. Watch you.
All right, what's going on, Chantel?
Hello. Can you hear me okay?
You're not ready. What's up? About 2 seconds. All right. What do you think about Baddies Africa?
All right. So let's start it off with this. The Russian cream situation. I honestly do feel like the Russian cream hate is a little forced. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of gives off that energy like, you're just not my cup of tea, and we're just not gonna like you. So anything you do, we're just gonna come down on you hard about.
Right.
I feel like it's a little forced. I do feel like she had a point, but also it does look weird because you and Tavi Baby were actually closer than her and LCK.
Right. Because last episode, she was telling her, oh, let me hold your purse, let me get your purse, let me get your stuff.
Yes. And she was like, girl, I don't need you to hold nothing for me. I was like, cool. I'm just trying to be nice to you, girl. Like, I understand you mad, but okay.
Tommy just so damn rough.
Yes, like I do feel like it's a New York thing, and I do feel like Tavi Baby is misunderstood because she does try to communicate a lot, actually.
Yes.
But it's how she comes off to where people kind of mistake that, like, wait, are you coming for me, or are you talking at me, or are you talking to me? Because I don't understand where this aggression is coming from. But I don't know. Maybe it's just a New York thing.
Is she from Rochester?
Maybe from Rochester. You know, baby. Because look,
Daisy, we need your help to see where Miss Tavi Baby is from, because you're queen of New York. So, like, what it give, Daisy?
Well, Tavi Baby did say she's from Brooklyn, son.
She's from Brooklyn. Okay, I'm from Brooklyn, son.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, that's understandable. Now, this one I'm gonna say about Rolly. I'm not the biggest fan of Rolly, but I'm like, Russian Cream, stop explaining yourself to her.
Yes.
She's not the boss. She's not paying you. Stop explaining yourself to her, because I'm like, I don't feel like Russian Cream should have jumped in. Plus, she had a point. She was like, girl, look at my hand. Look at my arm. But if people pay attention, when, who was it, Dolly, when she was grabbing for like the lights and trying to hit Tavi with it or whatever, Russian Cream did stand up and say, no, don't do that. Don't do that. She was trying to be funny, talking about some they was fighting with lightsabers and Star Wars. I was like, funny. Girl, you're killing me. But I if people honestly look at it, she did step in, but not how Tavi baby wanted her to. So I understood.
Octavia, correction.
Octavia, correction.
Thank
Octavia
you.
wanted her to step in more.
Now, what are your thoughts on Lex versus Tavi Baby? What do you feel about Lex coming out Tavi Baby to shoot it at the bus? Did it give production push? Did it give like they've been had an issue? What do you think?
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a fan of Lex. You know this, but I
Okay.
have to call her out. It was weird. It was most definitely
Mm.
giving. It was most definitely giving production. Now it's starting to make sense, and I'm starting to see it. And like
Yes.
from the outside in, I feel like Lex as a person, if people really pay attention, she's not one of those people that starts, but she'll finish any situation she's in.
Mhm.
But she's not one of them people that just, oh well, I feel like picking a fight with you. Summer and Dolly, we can most definitely say that. But with her, she's more so like, I'm standing behind my friends. Someone start with me, I'm gonna finish it type attitude. So I feel like I feel like production
I feel like
probably
this was production involved.
most definitely. I feel like production
100%.
probably told her like, hey,
You don't have
just
much going on right
on
now.
step
Uh-huh.
yep, step up, say
Right.
more.
Do your big one. That's Zeus's quote, y'all. Do your
Do
big
your big
one.
one.
Get some
Yes.
alcohol. Do your big one.
Yes. They're like, do your big one or you're going home. All right. Well, I guess I gotta fight
Selena
then.
Paul said it on a live. She said they kept giving me shots and they're like, do your big one.
Yes. And I love Lex, but I'm like, girl, I'm not gonna cap to you. You was dead ass wrong because you was fishing. You was most definitely
Uh,
fishing for an issue. But I also feel like with Octavia, I most definitely feel like, not everybody's coming at you. Sometimes people could really just be talking to you like, I just didn't like how you did this, or I feel like what you did here,
mhm.
I wasn't really agreeing with. But then again, this might be a New York thing. they
Mm.
they're honestly just aggressive. Now Dolly, girl,
What's up, man?
girl, Dolly, she was wrong for jumping
Mm.
into Lex and Octavia's situation that didn't have nothing to do with her. And I most definitely agree with you. I don't think it's about the chain. I think it's about the principle, because last season, obviously, she had things going on to the point where she couldn't get a chain. I
Right.
don't feel like it's to the point where she's like, oh, well, I don't feel included. Everyone else is getting one. I think it's just the principle of it. Like, I've put in all this work and I'm still putting in work. And you playing in my face, low key, high key.
Right.
So
High key.
honestly, high key. So I feel like she was salty, or even correction, even being petty, because it's
Mhm.
like, just like Tavi Baby said, like, you're mad because I got a chain and you didn't. But it's like, why keep bringing it up? Like, I should have one. You don't need to have one. And it's like, who are you to tell me what I do and don't
You know what?
deserve?
I feel like Dolly was trolling in the beginning, but Lex was dead ass serious because the production was on her ass to, do your big
Yes.
one. But I think Lex was
Yes.
trying to, but I feel like Ivory was not Ivory. Dolly was trying to be funny with the whole chain thing. But once Lex jumped, y'all know she a jumper.
Don't.
Which
Yes.
I don't
And
agree, but she a jumper.
yes. And I hated that, because I was like, girl, this don't have nothing to do with you. Your friend can stand on her own. Trust and believe. She don't need you to
Right.
jump into her
If anything,
fights
Lex needs to help you out a couple of times,
a
though.
time. Seriously, because once they got off that bus, and this was also irritating. I had to go back to Rolly. She
Mhm.
literally was like, Elsie, you should have helped her. You should have helped her. Why am I helping somebody that literally just smacked me in my face not even 2 days ago?
She literally, Tavi Baby literally, she punched LCK into a statue.
Yeah. I said,
LCK said,
I said, Rolly, why would you even come to her? Like, I understand what you were thinking at that time, but it's like, girl, we're not friends. We're not friends.
mm,
If anything, I felt like her point was more valid with Russian Cream, because it's like on camera, you guys are like the best of friends, but also Russian Cream has a point. There could honestly be a lot of weird stuff she's doing. Like one thing that I can honestly say about Tabby Baby, like she does try to befriend and be friends with
The
people
ops.
that that obviously do not like her, that she continuously gets into it with. So I understand where Russian Cream is coming from, and I understand where Elsie's coming from. Like, you off camera, you're like friend, but on camera it's like I'm sticking with y'all, because how they move and what they doing is weird, and it's petty, and it's this and
Brooklyn,
it's,
son.
yeah, like I'm from Brooklyn, son. And it's like off camera, you're allegedly going to them like, friend, hey friend, and let's go out and eat. And like, you coming back to us like, yeah, I can't stand them, son. I can't stand them. They're weird, son. I get where the confusion comes in, because it's like, girl, what you want me to do? One minute you want to be friends with them, the next minute you're coming to us like, yeah, I stand by y'all. Like, they're weird. And it's like, make up your mind. Do you actually want to be friends with them, or are you just fighting them off of the strength of us?
Now, what do you think about the squabble? Do you think Dolly and Tavi was a tie? Did Dolly win? Did Tavi win? What do you think?
I felt like they kept up, but yes, it was a tie, because they both walked away battered and bruised, but not KO'd or like knocked out really bad. But I'm like, y'all kept up with each other. But when Dolly turned around, I said, oh my Lord, your face, girl, your face. But I'm like, but then again, I wasn't surprised, because I'm like, you know what? You do
Dolly's
honestly,
brittle.
very brittle, because I'm like, you still ain't drink no milk, girl. Like, what you?
Child, it got left in Cape Town.
I see, because I'm like, now you got a patch and you looking like one of the pirates off Pirates of the Caribbean, girl, like selling the
There's a lot of pirates this season. Are y'all
Yeah.
sure this say Baddies Caribbean?
Yes, I thought it was gonna be on Baddies Caribbean. No, in Africa, they're like full blown selling the 7 seas, because it's like y'all are literally getting told.
She was a pirate.
Literally. Choco. She said, she happened to close my eye. I said, girl, I can't.
Comedian go this season. She said she closed both of my eyes after liquid courage. I could not even see.
I love Choco. She is so funny. Like, but she's so serious, but I'd be cracking up so bad. I'm like, girl, you are hilarious. But I also will say it's valid for wanting to fight Diamond, because it's like, girl, you didn't black my eye first. You hit me when I wasn't paying attention.
Right.
Then you blacked my eye. I'm never gonna let it go. I'm gonna continue to fight you when you have a black eye too. Then I'm done. But let's talk about the whole not having makeup.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, Dolly, she got on my nerve, but I understood why she was so mad, because I'm like, dang, she does have a point, because Midwest, they really didn't have a glam squad. They was honestly,
which is so messed up. Very,
very messed up. And it makes sense why Natalie just doesn't want to do the whole like we're OGs and the new beast thing anymore, because it's like
because
they really, yes, because they really felt so entitled last season, to the point where you didn't even have to sing Glam to the house for the girls to even get ready. And I found it kind of weird, because I'm like, all right, well, K-Rican, Cole Killer, and Fonta, they're able to get Glam. They just got here. But I guess we're all equal now, because there's not a newbies and an OG thing. So I guess we're all equal. It could have been that. It honestly could have been, well, they all stayed in the house, so they all get Glam. Doesn't matter who goes first, as long as they all get it. So It's like, I don't think it was that serious to the point where they should have been going back and forth like that, because I was like, this is a waste of breath, energy, and time. It is never that serious. Y'all really going back and forth about who is getting Glam first and who isn't. But
it was given out as TV, and y'all make too much money for that.
Yes, and I was just like, I was just like,
Yeah, y'all not better than not STV like I thought y'all was.
okay, especially if
Y'all
y'all
was
arguing
some ghetto
over
argument right there. I
very
thought y'all had
ghetto.
coin.
Yeah, like I was just like, Glam, like, is this what we fighting
Uh-huh.
about? Really, y'all? And I'm like, but I also understand where Dolly coming from, because it's like last season we had to do everything for ourselves, and like these new girls coming in, they get to go first, and it's like, yeah, it's a petty reason, but it's like if I put in all this work, got beat up, and had to do my own hair for X amount of weeks, and everybody else getting makeup and flying private and all this other stuff, I'm gonna feel some type of way too. Like,
Right.
they don't need to go first. I was here first. Me and my
I don't
friends
know if
should.
you watched Not STV, but it was giving Mean Girls when they was arguing about who getting their hair done first.
I have to.
Y'all know better than Not STV now after this episode. 9 o'clock. Y'all, the network got their T clock for this episode.
Yeah, yes.
Mhm.
I was just like that. That is just, that's ghetto, y'all. I was like,
Ghetto,
come
ghetto,
on,
ghetto.
man.
What do you think about the talent show? Who do you think won?
Entertainment wise, funny wise, Diamond.
Yes.
For sure.
Diamond? Okay.
For sure, for sure.
Were you surprised at any of the talents that were showed?
No, because Rolly has been doing that banana thing since Baddies South. So I'm really not surprised by that. And then it's crazy because just like one caller said, I would have expected her to rap or something. Because I'm like, you actually can rap, and that's a real talent. So why not showcase something new or some new music? We haven't
Right.
really heard anything from her really since what, Baddies East? So I'm like, like I'm not the biggest fan of Rolly, I honestly, but her music, I can't deny and can't lie, and I'm not gonna sit up here and say it's trash. No, she's actually pretty good. Her,
Yeah.
Diamond, they actually make really, really good
Into music.
music.
Yeah, I agree. I
Hell,
agree.
even Biggie, and I'm not a fan of her, and she's not even on the season. I'm like, you know what? Her music's not that bad either.
Yeah.
Like they have
Biggie, what's
potential
good with Biggie when it comes to music? She understands production value.
for sure,
The
and
beats and everything sound very nice. I will give her that.
yes, very well put together. So I feel like
Right.
entertainment wise, funny wise, it was most definitely Diamond Body for sure.
Okay. That now Tinka made an appearance this episode. Are you excited to see Miss Bella back?
You know what?
Bella Bell.
I'm not a hater. I'm not a fan of Tinka either, but it was refreshing to see her, because I'm like, just imagine if she wasn't pregnant and she was on this season and Cold
Oh
Killer.
Lord. Car Killer's
Child,
life would have been horrible.
most definitely, like, they think Tavi baby in the big three is beating her.
Right.
Oh
Because
no,
Tinka's annoying. She don't know when to stop.
stop. Yeah, yes, that's my thing with Tinkerbella that I don't like. She doesn't know how to stop. But I feel like by Natalie FaceTiming Tinkerbella, I'm like, that's petty because messy because you did the same thing, Baddies Midwest, when you
Mhm.
FaceTime Mariah Lynn and was like, oh, when Summer was like, yeah, because I took such and such job.
Right. But look what happened to Mariah next season. She ain't come back. I hope that's
Man,
not the same for your Tinka.
didn't come back. And I feel like I
Yikes.
feel like with Tinka, I'm not gonna lie, I have a feeling they might bring her back if Cold Killer comes back
Yeah.
for the following season. I feel like they're most definitely gonna bring Tinka versus a Mariah or a Biggie. Not gonna lie. But
Right.
if she don't come back, I would be very shocked. But I feel like, girl, you're pregnant. Don't stress. Like, girl, I would have been like, I'm pregnant, living my life. Don't be calling me. Give me like X amount of months so I can pump,
Right.
breastfeed, and all
Recover.
of that. Then I'm on my way. I'm on my way back to the mess.
Listen,
But
Tinka gonna be there with with fresh breast milk on the flight. She don't care.
yes,
Now let's talk
yes,
all wild. Did you watch the episode?
I watched. I watched bits and pieces, and I skimmed through it just a little bit. So it's a few of them. I still don't know their name,
Oh
but
Lord.
yeah, child,
This show might not come back.
I know it's so many. Like, I'm gonna say when Bahadi popped up on that screen in the Wakanda outfit, I said it must be Halloween somewhere, because girl, you didn't kill it. I
Yeah.
don't know if I don't know if you playing or joking or if you dead serious or if you just feeling the spirit, but I was like, you look bad, bald. You look really good.
Yeah.
And for you to really just say, you know what, I'm gonna just cut my hair off completely. That's a bold move, because you know how women are with their hair. And the
Yeah.
fact and the fact that she literally was like, you know what, just chop it all off. Because just like the previous caller said, she honestly could have did the Cassie thing,
Right.
shaved half of her head, but she was just like, cut it off completely. Completely, which wasn't a bad mistake, because her face card eats and it doesn't decline. And with her, who else? What is that girl's name, child? It's so. Oh, I'm gonna say this about Miss Ming Lee. I understand now. It's starting to make sense why she was online and she was like, "I don't think Natalie or any of the girls like me. That's why I didn't get a chain," because she kind of gives off the vibe of like that little cousin that wants to hang out with her older cousins who are legally old enough to drink.
Mm.
Because when she was in the club, I was like,
You feel like she's fading into the background.
yes. And I also feel like this show is really tarnishing her image. And I honestly felt like, this is just my personal opinion, I honestly felt like she should have waited. I feel like she has some
Facts.
growth to do, because she's only 19. So I
Right.
feel like I feel like she should have waited until she was at least like 21,
22.
21, 22. Then do a show like that. I felt like right around this time she should have just been living her life, focusing on her. But I feel like this show makes her look bad. Then it's like she don't really stay in the house with them, and then it's kind of like she's exiled or she's like somewhere else, and we don't really get to see her that much.
Right.
Um,
And Bahadi gonna get her at the reunion. Any final thoughts?
um, Final thoughts. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Love you always, Pierre.
Period.
Night.
Thank you, Naeed. All right,
Bye.
make sure y'all hit that like button, please. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna play.
I'm already arguing with my Marquietta ass daughter. Okay? Because a bitch ain't gonna tell me shit, cuz I am the mama. I'm the mama. I'm the mama.
Okay.
Tasha K, this is Tokyo Tony, period. When I catch you, your ass is mine on God, period. Check out my last YouTube, bitch. The threats are all there. When I catch you, so help me God, I'm going to give you 4.5 years worth of shit that you've been giving me, bitch. I promise you, when I catch you, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to punch you in your mouth, your throat, and your solar plex. Then I'm going to throw you on the ground and commence to stomp in your face into the cement. Be prepared.
What is going on, Kia? Kaya.
Yeah.
Kia. Oh, see, I was right the first time. All right, let's talk Baddies Africa. What did you think of the episode?
Okay. Let's see. Let's start with Big Legs always inserting herself. She's really starting to get on my nerve. Like,
You're not a fan of Miss Lex?
no, why? Why do you keep inserting yourself? She has no point or purpose at this point. Because at this point, what storyline that she jumps into has anything to do with her? Even the Scotty thing. What had anything to do with her? Nothing. So I'm trying to figure out, why can't you just like look for something better to do? Like, just be a pretty girl, because you have it in you. It's starting to get on my nerves. Like,
do you think production
no,
fed her to go after
no,
Tommy Baby?
no. I wanted to say that too whenever y'all said that the other call. I don't think it's production. I think they're producing themselves. I think that's what Tazeki meant whenever she said like it's scripted. I think they be scripting themselves. That's why some of the shit or stuff, my bad, be so corny, because none of it makes sense. I feel like Natalie might put a little bit more thought into it to where, you know, it'll make sense for them to jump in. But the whole chain thing kind of makes sense for Dolly to insert herself, but it don't. It just makes sense because that's who her character is at this point. She's just a weirdo. So I expect her to want to get the chain or whatever. But Lex, I feel like she's just like the pit bull. She's the one who's going to fight, and then Dolly's just going to sneak in and grab the chain. I felt like they planned that. on their own.
That was crazy though that she did end up getting the chain.
Yeah, I felt like they planned that night. Like you could see that on Dolly's face. Like they was planning that night. Like, oh yeah, she got a chain. Oh, okay.
Right, we're gonna end up getting that chain.
We
Now
go-
let's talk about the squabbles. Who won? Dolly or Tavi Vivi?
Okay, let's go. Cause I took notes on this. Now listen, people might not agree with me, but I feel like first off, Lex tore up Tavi
Right.
every round.
That's not debatable.
Like, yeah, I feel like on the van, Tavi got maybe more hits. That's probably what amped Lex up to like do her so dirty outside the van. But
right.
I feel like Tavi tore Dolly. Like she tore her up. She should have got her chain. I don't know where it went, but she tore her up like really bad. I feel like Tavi face looked like that from Lex, not from Dolly. I don't feel like Dolly did anything per usual at this point because she's starting to get lazy. She's already injured. Her face, I feel like she keep fighting, her face gonna end up looking completely different. Like she already got too much done. It's gonna look completely different by the end of this.
You think she gonna look like slim like Lil Kim if she keep getting on these baddie shows?
It's something like that. I feel like she's starting to look like they said, like the Michael Myers, even though that's supposed to be Rolly. I feel like she is starting to look like the whole Michael Myers thing. Cause
you know why I find the Michael Myers thing funny? There was a season of South Central Baddies where I forget her name. I always forget her name, y'all. It's just big Hispanic girl, and she was beefing with Joyce, and she said, "Shut up, Michael Myers."
I'm trying to think, what is her name?
I forget her. Oh, Jennifer the Block. Yeah, Jennifer the Block. She told Joyce, she said, "Shut up, Michael Myers." And so every time somebody says the Michael Myers thing, I'll think of that. That's why I find it funny. I don't even think of the original movie. I'll just think of that moment.
I see. I can't even remember that specific moment at this point. It's too many Natas TVs. Don't even get me started on them.
Right.
But
now
yeah.
let's talk the whole situation with Choco Brown and then DTB. What did you think about that? Do you feel as if Choco Brown's dragging it?
No, she's not dragging it. This girl snuck her. DTB should have never hit her. I agree with that whole thing. I would have probably like let it go eventually. But like, you know, if DTB still popping it and saying she wants to fight me, I'm gonna want to fight her too. So I don't blame her, but I do feel like DTB is dragging it because, you know, she needs her own storyline too, and plus she needs her lick back. But I feel like they could have been squashed that. That's not even that deep.
Right.
But now it is at this point, I see.
Now, let's talk Russian Cream and LCK from Zimbabwe. Did they all Tavi loyalties to both jump in? Should either of them jump in? What do you think? Should Rolly have jumped in?
I feel like on initial thought, I agreed with Rolly. But after some thought, like thinking about it, like, oh yeah, Tavi did just turn up on LC out of nowhere. And, you know, nobody helped Banana whenever she was getting beat up. So I feel like they shouldn't have jumped in. I mean, Banana's already got a brace on her hand. What was she going to do?
Why you call her Banana?
What's her name again? I'm just basing it off that.
Hold on. I think I found a picture of Miss Russian Cream. Okay.
Yes, come on, put it on there.
Hold on. No, keep going. Now, do you feel like Banana should have stopped Rolly? Because don't you think
she should have said right there and been quiet? She would have got dragged again, just like the dragged and dragged.
Like the girls didn't really own their moments. Like when Rolly was checking her, she should have sought the hell out of Rolly, and then Rolly would have left her alone. She was like, "Oh, this girl don't play with me."
I would have snuck Rolly on like the last day if I was her. Cause
this is Banana.
Yes, Miss Banana. Oh yes, Miss Laffy Taffy.
That's the best Laffy Taffy flavor, Banana. Okay. Now also with LCK though, Rolly said that LCK serves no purpose. Do you agree? Because I disagree. LCK has made me laugh many times this season, and we need her for the humor.
I think she makes me laugh in a different way than she makes other people laugh. Cause she like kind of throws me off and scares me a little bit. So whenever she come on there, I'll be like, oh my God, like it's always a jump scare for me. I just really don't like what they doing with her. I think they doing that on purpose because they saying this Glam.
Doing what on purpose? You're talking about the confessional comments?
The confessional looks, like she really be throwing me out sometimes. Like she'll give me this look. It's like I feel like people will know. People in the comments will know. It's a look that she gives
Like,
them confessionals where she be like giving that death stare. Like if you better not comment on here. I'm gonna cast that voodoo spell on you. She like the new Judy to me. Like serves a purpose, but the same kind of purpose as Judy. Like she just like something just on the side that's just random for me because I feel like she really does it. She shouldn't have jumped in. She already got punched on by Tavy. And it was just Lex and Tavy. I didn't really see Dolly jump in too much as I was paying attention, but I think I need to maybe rewatch that because she did somehow grab the chain, but on the van at least. So I don't see why they would have jumped in. They scary anyway. They can't fight. I mean, every time Elsie fights, she literally like starts a fight and swings in slow motion. I literally can't make this up. I'd be feeling bad for her. Like, just sit down somewhere, Elsie. You have no reflex skills. She just be taking the hits, and like I feel bad for her.
now let's talk about the makeup and the hair of it all. The hair getting done and all that. Did it shock you that the baddies, the new baddies, did not get any glam and that they had to fend for themselves last season?
No, doesn't shock me at all. They called themselves stylists anyway, so you should have got that bag. If you was really about a bag, you would have been charging the girls to do their makeup and their hair and complaining about getting your hair and makeup done, and you would have just been showcasing. But neither here nor there. Let's get on. This is how I seen it. Dolly stumbled in drunk. Hey, y'all. They was
Hey, y'all didn't get y'all hair done.
Yeah, the girls was already up early. They already had their makeup done down here, and their hair was already done as they wanted it to be done.
Right.
She stumbles in drunk. Hey, y'all got me messed up. Y'all can't be in here doing all this. Y'all need to get up out here. I need to get my hair done now. Like
I did my hair done later some years.
Yeah, like she ready to go do her confessional or whatever they're about to do. And I feel like she just wanted to come in and just have yet another 4th storyline and feel like she like punking something. And she got Lex behind her because she know Lex gonna do all the fighting for real. And I feel like because she can't whoop, I don't feel like she could whoop Fauna, but maybe I might be wrong. I don't feel like
you don't think Lex could whoop Fauna?
No, not Lex.
Ooh.
I'm talking about Dolly.
Oh, okay.
I said that's why she got her bulldog Lex behind her.
Okay.
I call Lex Cologne. Let's be honest. I feel like Lex is the female cologne. You know, cologne, perfume.
It's your bitch quality cologne.
Yes.
Quality bitch.
I see cologne.
We haven't seen Cologne on TV in a minute. I don't understand.
I thought he was gonna be on Dollhouse. I really did.
I heard he wanted to be on there, but I think they said no because he don't take moans.
Yeah, just
right. He's just a femme gay. Like he's not trans. He said this before.
Neither,
and that's why he says he could. You could call him he.
Cat dog.
Yeah.
Cat dog. So no, we
right.
Not that. Cat dog tore Turtle Man up. So
right.
We go. Oh, Baddies.
What did you think about the talent show? Who do you think won the talent show?
It's not done yet, but I do feel like on the first half, I feel like DTB was corny for that. She should have just, I don't know. I feel like Cold Killer, because I did like that song. I'm from Ohio, so that song was really popular where I'm from. And like that song played a lot. Like I knew it word for word whenever she was singing it. Even whenever I hear the DTB in them version, I sing their version because I feel like theirs is a little bit more catchier. But I do like the new version. I feel like she said, they should have just asked for a feature. It would have been cute. But I feel like now it's just beef for no reason. I feel like DTB could squash it, but she just gonna stand by Tinkerbella, and Tinkerbella look ignorant.
Right. I feel like she waiting to squash until Tinkerbella come around. I want to talk about this because this comment, y'all making fun of Fauna leaving the police force. Mind you, she left the police force a long time ago. And then, she was a police officer. And then now becoming a baddie. Y'all got to understand, the salary of police officers depending on the state, it's not that much. So like I can guarantee you on her second or third season of Baddies, she's gonna be making more than what she would be making as a police officer. So like
Probably already.
not too much. I'm telling y'all, there's a reason why these girls do these shows and they get knocked upside their head. It's because the money good. So a lot of y'all clowning her from going from police officer to Baddies.
I wouldn't want to be a part
Y'all
of
don't know what her salary was like.
now. What is that? Like, who wants to be a police officer? She was probably just doing that just to do it.
I'm just saying. Okay. Now, did you watch Gone Wild?
Of course.
What'd you think of the episode, and what did you think of Bahadi's new hairstyle?
Okay, this episode is like kind of triggering for me. So when I say salamander, the salamander family, y'all feel like y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Auntie Salamander and Baby Salamander. Pink hair, and you know the other one, she give like auntie vibes to me, but they look alike. I cannot remember their names to say.
What's the salamander family?
Y'all know who I'm talking about. What are their names? It's the skinny ones who keep like, I cannot differentiate who they are, but I know one keep fighting one light skin who's scared to fight everybody, but saying like she's not. And then the other one, she like
You
always
talking about the Braxtons?
Yeah, whoever y'all call them the Braxtons? I call them the salamander.
I need to find out who you talking about.
You know,
Who is she talking about, y'all? Please help me out. Anyways, go ahead.
Is that they names? It's some two skinny ones that's
TT and Hurricane M.
Yeah, the ones who look alike, but one looked like an auntie and the other one looked like baby salamander, like niece salamander or something.
Oh, okay, I get it now. I get it. I got it. Okay, man. Because I'm like, it's so late, and I'm like, what the heck is she talking about? Okay. Now, what do you think about this whole situation with the girls being labeled trans all this season? Because this is a big thing that the internet been running with. Not only one I think is a T-Girl's cupcake, but what do you think?
It's a T-girl. The other girls, I just feel like they just skinny, kind of like
managed.
Maybe a little bit more math. They look like their daddy, maybe. You know, they might have more their dad features. You know how that go.
Right.
They trying. So we just gotta give them grace because
right.
Rilla.
What's worse is this season isn't helping them because they just keep referring to some of them as niggas, and it's not helping their case. I've been feeling so bad because even Jada this episode was like, Hurricane M does not deserve a change. She's a young nigga. I was like, oh my God. Like, y'all just making it worse. Like, I kind of feel bad for them. I'm like, damn.
And I do feel like that's kind of me. I don't feel like
Yeah, it is.
I feel like Cupcake's a boy for sure. Or transgender. Because she got boobs.
Oh,
so
yeah.
No,
she got good surge. That's the thing. That's why it's like, why lie? Because you can get inspiration, girl. You already got on the show. So it's like, it's not like they can edit you out at this point. It's done. Like, what's already done is done. Like, it's too late for them now. So, like, you gonna be straight. Just let us know the truth, girl.
Yeah, she makes me laugh. So she already got cool points. She was just gonna head come out. I feel like she will at the end, maybe. Who knows? Or maybe it's a storyline. Maybe that's why she hasn't said it yet. Because, they can't speak on certain things. We never know. We might find out. Who knows? But
y'all so mean. Y'all said if she's a huge thing to add it.
I feel like Bahadi, I feel like she is a queen for coming out how she did. And I thought the Wakanda thing was funny, but I feel like it was funny in a good way. Like, it was a cute thing to do. Right. Daisy is such a hater, and her whole little crew, Gloss. Oh, I don't even want to jump to the end, but oh my gosh, her putting Gloss up on that was hilarious to me. Because I'm like, y'all, Gloss is really supposed to be a quote unquote celebrity. And she really just letting Daisy boss her around, throw her in the fight. She knows she can't win. Like, what is the girl would have been like, you fight her. Like, what? You the one who called out Oxy. But anyways, jump back to the whole beginning. I feel like Oxy was doing the most. But once she heard about the whole chain thing, she was doing the most to try to get a chain. I feel like Ning Lee, if nobody notices, she's always missing from like the house scenes.
Right.
It's so weird to me. I feel like, but I already have felt like she was, messing with a executive or something of CEO or whatever status of Zeus.
You're saying it's giving Scotty?
It's giving, that's why Scotty came. But
Oh yeah,
I want to say that that too on Baddies. I feel like Scotty went to the hospital because she had a pregnancy scare, and she was gone for like a whole day. So we already know
Allegedly.
that. Allegedly, of course, allegedly made by me. But this is just me viewing. I don't know nothing, so don't take that as the truth. I just feel like it's a read. Like she was gone a whole day or two. Like we didn't even see Scotty for a little minute, and I'm sure she wants to be in the scene talking about a panic attack. A panic attack of what? Like that doesn't make any sense. But they do be arguing her dudes, so who knows? But I feel like Mingli going missing and all that be throwing me off. Because she is always in the mix whenever it comes to people arguing. I feel like she needs to stand more in the background
Mhm.
whenever like she's seen like Salamander and old girl arguing about whatever they keep arguing about because it's repetitive at this point. I don't even know what the point of them fighting at this point is because they claim it's not about the whole racist saying N-word thing. I don't
Right.
know what they're fighting for, just
You
for
think she should just apologize to her on camera like she wants?
I thought she already did.
Uh-uh.
No? Maybe, I guess. I don't wasn't it 2 years ago? Didn't she already say she apologized or something? Didn't you beat it out of her or something?
Not beat it out of her.
Like, ain't that what she said? Like I
Beat
thought
it out of her is crazy.
like what you want
Any
to say?
final thoughts?
No, I really wish we would talk about Dollhouse. You said you doing it tomorrow.
Tomorrow
Twitch or on here?
on here.
On
This
here?
is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go live on here and then head off to Twitch after.
Okay, because I got so much to say about Dollhouse.
I saw clips of it. I haven't watched it yet, but I've seen things and like, wow.
Go
Joyce,
watch
you
it.
have got to be stopped.
No, Joyce didn't even do that much this episode because that was just like one of them, flash
The
forward.
intro fight.
Yeah, that was like one of them flash forwards. She wasn't even in this episode. Kenzie looks so good, and in her confessional, she sounded really good too. I felt like what she got going on. What?
Tomorrow.
Oh my god. Okay. All
All
right.
right.
Get
All right. What is going on? Meg.
Hey, how's it going? What am I gonna start with? Are we
Let's start with
starting with
Africa.
Okay, so we'll start with Africa. Okay, so I guess it was the first altercation was on the bus with Lex and Tavi. Yeah, Lex, she did her thing on that, but I mean, as she always does. But I do hate that at first I didn't really care for Tavi, but she is holding her own, and I hate that they're like it seems like everybody is like tag teaming her, but I mean, I feel like they're just and I feel like it's intimid. I don't know if it's I think that she's
You
from
feel
New
like they're
York.
trying to intimidate poor Tabby Baby.
I do think so because I feel like because she's from New York, she's so confident. And then I think what it was is when she started talking like, yeah, I got the chain and I deserve this chain and I earned this chain. I think it kind of ruffled some feathers, but I honestly do think that she did earn it. I will say that she did. I think that Dolly is a hater. I feel like
Mhm.
that. I feel like yeah, if she didn't have, I feel like Lex has like been really like say well in this instance she saved her. Um, cause yeah, Lex, yeah, she tore. I don't know how at the end like I don't know because at first like you know how she has like the red eye and then
Right.
people were saying Fauna did it.
Apparently there was something thrown.
Okay, okay. Because I listened to a live of Lex recently, and she was just like, yeah, my eye got messed up, but just keep watching because I
Yes.
did my." So then, yeah. So what was the next thing after that?
The whole situation with after they get off the bus, Dolly and Tavi, who took the W?
I think Tavi took the W over Dolly. I think Lex took the W over Tavi, but I think that Dolly was leaking. You know what I mean? And I
Mm.
mean, she tried, but I do think Tavi won. I think so. I think if like the security wouldn't have got in and broke it up, I think that Tavi definitely would have won. But I'm gonna give it to Tavi. It was kind of like it was kind of a tie, but I'm gonna give overall to Tavi for
Tommy, baby.
sure. And you got to think also, Tavi fought Lex twice,
Right.
and then she fought. So like for her to have that much stamina after and fighting Lex is not easy, and she low key knocked her down that one time. So for her to be able to get back up and do
Mhm.
anything, yeah, yeah, for sure.
I know Big Ivory was like, see, that's why I'm not beefing with the bitch.
Exactly. And I feel like she got better since Ivory because she's been
Yes.
because I don't know if you heard this, but like I had I watched her little YouTube video, Lex. I don't know if you saw it, like on how
Mhm.
she like went to
Got on
Baddies,
Baddies.
and she said that she has never been in a fight before. So essentially, Ivory was like her first ever fight. So I feel like she's gotten
Mhm.
better as she's like started, as she fought multiple people. But yeah, I
Right.
feel like I don't know. I feel like Lex. I feel like she up there with like Taseki for sure. I don't know.
Whoever this comment is, I agree with it.
What is it? What is
They
it?
said, I love Lex. She's college educated, but upper middle class mannered.
That is that is true. Yeah, I know people hate her. I feel like the only people that don't like her is I feel like because she made that alliance with
Mhm.
Summer and Dolly. But Natalie said it in this episode when she was talking to Russian Cream. She said you can't just say you have to make an alliance with somebody. Remember she was telling
Right.
her that? She was like you can't just like you have to be
That's a new
strategic.
requirement now for baddies. You got to do your big one, okay? And now you got to get into an alliance.
Exactly. And I feel like Lex just got in where she could fit in. She may not have fit there like exactly to a T, but I
Mhm.
mean, from the options that were available, she couldn't, you know what I'm saying? She couldn't band with Ivory or what was her name? Oh, I can't think of it. You know the one that looks like Auntie. Oh, Pretty P.
Pretty big,
She
yes.
couldn't because they went in fighting her. So the only people who didn't jump in that altercation was Lex and Summer, and I mean Dolly and Summer. So I feel like from then, so I know it's to her detriment, but I mean it is what it is. She's in it now, and so then what was after that?
The
What?
whole Choco Prawn versus DTV. Black
Yeah.
bitch. Let me stop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did see a live where recently Diamond, she was just like, this episode is gonna have me looking bad because they didn't show in the previous episode
Right.
where Choco called me out. So like I understood why she called her out again. But oh, Diamond did her thing. And I think like you said last week, she was really, really like after fighting Dolly, she was tired. So I feel like this time she did a little bit better because she
Yeah.
had some energy. So I feel like it was kind of a tie. I mean, Diamond, you could maybe possibly give her the win. She did black
Yeah.
now both of her eyes. So and then plus she had Ivory, you know what I'm saying, coaching
As a
her.
coach.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know why Ivory playing around. She don't start a boxing a gym or
she
class or
needs
something like
to.
that.
She because
Because the way she
listen,
be making bucks, oh my god.
oh my God. And she'd be telling her the right thing to do. Like, and she does it. And it like I remember she was fighting somebody and she was giving off instructions and then the
As
other
they're
person,
fighting.
yeah, they did what she told her. She was like, no, you. So I think it was
She's like,
might have
give
been
your head up,
that.
give your head up.
Right, right,
Like,
right.
get her, slinger, slinger. No, she's good with
Right.
that. What was funny was seeing Diamond and hearing Diamond's reaction to Tavi and Lex fighting. She's like,
Oh
oh
yeah.
my god.
Yeah, she said I knew Lex was a big hitter, but yeah, that was crazy. But I don't know what was something was up with Diamond's makeup in that confessional. She looked crazy. I don't know if you noticed it. It looked
You don't like
crazy.
the gall?
No, it just was something with her makeup. Like her eyes looked like really puffy. She almost looked like casket ready. I don't know. It was weird. Just looked different from her typical. I don't know. I don't know what it. Just go back and look at it. Just something looked off.
Mm.
But yeah, no, yeah, because Lex hit her that one time and made her made her because everybody says that Lex hits hard and her hits was all connecting. And but Tavi, I mean, she hung in there because Lex is a heavy hitter. But yeah. But yeah, that was funny when Diamond said that. But yeah, Lex definitely did her thing. What was after that? And then yeah,
The
I
whole
kind of felt
situation with the make well no LCK and Russian should they have jumped in?
so. See, I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted because I think Russian should have for sure because
Okay.
that's who you build your alliance with, and I feel like if it were reversed, I feel like. I don't know. I think Tavi maybe would have, but nobody really wants to fight Lex, and
Right.
nobody really wants to be going the whole season fighting Dolly. So, but I think that Russian should have. Only reason why I say Elsie maybe should not have. Like, I understand why she didn't. Look, yes, in the beginning of the season, yes, she did. She did jump in her fight, but they were just beefing the last episode, and they never squashed it. So it's just
Mm.
like, what would I look like jumping in the fight? We haven't even squashed our own beef.
Because I feel
You
like she was damned if she do, damn she did. If she jumped in, Rolly would have been like, "Why are you jumping in into a fight that you beefing with her?" Like it would have been a
ex-
whole thing.
Yeah, and Rolly just don't like Russian cream, so it's
Yeah.
just like she definitely would have been. But I think that was like a corny cop out when she was just like, "Oh, I didn't jump in because she's talking to her ops." Like she's when the cameras
You
are
should have used
down,
the
she's
injury
talking.
as an excuse, Russian.
Yeah, and then she used her inner. Yeah, Rolly trying to get up out of there. I agree though, because I feel like they don't really serve a purpose. Like she said, I mean, Elsie is funny,
Elsie
but
does. Russian, you can go.
yeah, Russian can go because
The
like yeah,
cabaret is
Elsie
waiting
is
for you,
funny.
babe.
Yeah, and Elsie will get in there. She can't fight, but she honestly will get in there. So I'm gonna give her that. But Russian, yeah, she can go. Rolly, she already on Rolly's bad side, and then Natalie feeding into the BS because you heard Natalie once Rolly put in her opinion. Natalie in her confessional, like she made whatever statement, like, yeah, if you're not gonna, stand on whatever. I forgot what she said, but you can tell she was kind of taking shots at Russian. So
Right.
yeah, she can go. Oh, the
Do you
makeup.
feel like what do you think about Natalie's place in this episode? Because some would say she was super messy, but some would say she's actually trying to figure things out. What do you think?
No, I'm gonna say messy because what was it this episode where she oh no, yeah, messy because going to the makeup scene. So when cuz see Natalie, she just like like I understand her, like in 1 minute she's like, "Guys, can we just have a day where we're not fighting at least once?" But then the minute nobody's fighting and it's too peaceful, she incites chaos. Like how she went to Dolly, right? And
Yes.
Dolly gave her perspective about the makeup thing, and then she went to them and she's like, well, Dolly feels like you weren't standing on business. Like you just let her basically you just let her punk you out of your spot. That's how she feels because you were getting your makeup done and she feels like because last season they couldn't get their makeup done, she came in and she just, like she said something that she knew would get, especially for Fana, get up under her skin. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I feel like it was being messy. Like, yes, she's trying to incite, but they don't need that. They fight enough on their own. They
That's
don't
what I'm
need
saying. And not gonna
Natalie.
lie, that's why I feel like I wouldn't be mad at you, Fauna, if you stole on Natalie, but you would have got jumped up.
Yeah, you would have. Somebody would have. I mean, I don't know who would have.
She
Maybe
would have got
Dolly.
jumped. Let they
By
have
who?
found
Just
out
Dolly?
Dolly and then found out that you hit Natalie. It would have been a wrap for you,
Yeah.
girl.
Oh, another thing, just going back real quick,
Mhm.
Natalie Corny self, when DTB came up to her about to fight Choco, and she was like, "Oh, I thought she was about to fight me." And if you know, when she started fighting Choco, Natalie looked to the other girls and she was like, "Yeah," she was like, "Oh man, because I wanted to fight." Girl, no, you didn't, because you
Exactly.
started copping all the time. Where's your mouth guard? Don't you need that? Like,
Right.
come on, you didn't want that.
Natalie, we saw
Stop
you
it.
fight Anna, girl. You
You
ain't.
not doing nothing with DTV, not at all. But yeah, and I feel like Dolly, I don't know, that was looking for like yeah, well, because she wasn't looking for a moment because the cameras weren't rolling. Dolly is just like an angry I don't know what's up with her. She just wants drama. You know what I'm saying? Because like, why are you bothering them girls while they're getting makeup? I understand that last season you didn't get that treatment, but that has nothing to do with them. You know what I'm saying? If they were
Mm,
called to get their makeup done, just it's and then especially because Fauna said they were both getting their makeup done at the same time. So what are you mad for? Like you're
right.
getting your makeup done at the same time I am. I think she was just mad that they were getting better treatment than maybe she did last season. I think that was the issue.
Mm,
And then if that's the case, take that up with Natalie, not them. You know what I'm saying? Or
right.
production or whoever.
Our production. Production is a lot to blame for a lot of this goings on. Who do you think won the talent show?
Um I don't know. I think all of it was garbage, honestly. DTB, Rolly has already done that before in previous seasons, as we've seen. Um, I don't know. I guess Cold Killer. The only reason why I say Cold Killer, I really didn't because she improvised. Even though they played the wrong version again, she still improvised. She had confidence. So she's an artist. So I guess like the other person said, I'm gonna give it to her because, she did. I didn't really care for it. I don't really care for the song, her version, but considering, you know, the options that I have, I'm gonna just give it to her because what Rolly did, that's not a talent. Like, girl, sit down.
It's a talent to some.
To some, yes, you're right. Yeah, to probably a lot. But yeah, I'm not giving. I don't know. I don't care for Rolly anyway.
Do
But
you want Tinker to come back next season?
I think I do want Tinka to come back. I think that Pretty P and Ivory maybe can go. I don't feel like Ivory and Pretty P given much this season. Like, I mean,
Pretty P
Ivory
could
is
go.
funny.
Ivory still, I feel like, has some is left in her.
She does. It's just she's not doing much, but Pretty P can go. But yeah, I guess Ivory, because I actually like Ivory this season. I like that she's not using fighting as her crutch to stay relevant and to get camera time. And I respect that because every girl that comes on and tries to remain relevant, they think they do it with fighting. Whereas Ivory, she's already proven herself. She's like, everybody know I can fight. And she's
Right.
more so bringing something different. So yeah, and I feel like if somebody pull it out of her, she will do it. But yeah, but Pretty P not that interesting this season. I feel bad about Choco getting the two black eyes. What else was that? What else happened on this? Oh, the anxiety thing where they were talking about with Scotty. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, I don't know what she was at the hospital for, but it being away for 2 days and for anxiety, I've had anxiety before, and that's something that they can like pretty much diagnose right away. Like you don't really.
Mm.
It's not. Yeah, I mean, because they'll basically
So you feel
eliminate
like it was a
any.
lie?
Yeah. I feel like it was a lie. Because what were you anxious for anyway? You've been doing this season after season. You weren't beefing with anyone. Lex wasn't at you. You weren't beefing with Natalie. You done been in
Yes.
worse predicaments and you've been able to keep your composure. And now suddenly you're just having an anxiety attack. I don't know. So I didn't
Mm.
believe that.
Right.
But whatever it was, who knows? What else? What else happened on
That's pretty
this
much
one?
about it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
end the
it.
live, you guys. So thank you so much for calling in. Okay, man.
Okay, bye.
Night. All right. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe. Stay tuned for tomorrow. We will be live again. Okay. Let me know what y'all think down below. And we're all babies.
Ain't no personal thing. All that